is the link. Well, hold on. It's not a link to the actual thing. Hold on. See if I can find that.
YouTube Live. What the shit? That's...
Yeah, I don't think that's the actual.
It's not.
Hold on.
No, it's not.
I'm trying to see if it gives me a link. Oh, there we go. That's it. There we go. And then what I would do is I would just put it on mute.
Bam.
So that way you don't hear yourself.
Yeah. Cool.
Alright, he is online. He should be joining us any second.
Hashtag poly problems. Nikolai's birthday is Monday. We're having a get together with him, his friends this weekend. One of his friends is messaging me asking me about vape flavors and whatnot to surprise Nikolai with. And I said, oh, let me ask my boyfriend. He used to sell them. So I message and I say, from my boyfriend, tell him to get such and such. And Nikolai's buddy goes, oh, you asked him, though. Now it won't be a surprise. And I replied, no, I asked my boyfriend, not my husband. Hashtag poly problems. Yeah.
Well, since we're dealing with 3D, I will have my own poly problems. Polygon problems.
And praise to the polygons.
Well, I don't think I'll be. I think I'm going to create a vengeful god, is what's going to happen, so.
Oh my god. It's gonna rain all weekend and then be freezing on Sunday when I leave. That is just miserable. Have that. Need sweatpants then. I don't need them. And I don't need that chips.
Hello.
Oh, hey, Ryan.
How's it going?
Not too bad, yourself?
I'm doing alright. I'm just gonna be eating dinner while we're here, so
you are the second person.
I might go silent a couple times.
Hi, Ryan. I'm Jennifer.
Oh my god. Hello. I'm gonna have to turn that down a little bit.
Yeah, you're kind of loud on mine, too.
Yeah.
Right click. Are you getting any feedback? I'm using a surround sound system. Cameron wasn't. Oh, perfect. It should be all calibrated because I use Discord regularly, but I just figured I'd ask people.
I can hear Cameron, though, every time we talk. So I'm hearing echoes of us from him.
That's weird because I'm
that's weird.
Headphones and an external mic.
Yeah, I'm not getting any echo of you.
That's weird. I'm getting it's showing like every time we speak. You know what? Here, let me just restart.
Yeah, turn it off and then on again. I was just getting up to walk away and do something when I heard him come. All right, how is it now?
There we go. I'm not seeing Cam's thing light up every time we talk.
That's good.
Cool.
It's only happening when he talks. Awesome. That's the way it needs to be.
All right. So if you go to the chatting chat room, Ryan, you'll see both the link and the thing I'm sculpting.
That's what you're working on, huh?
So the background to that is okay, you're gonna even it's even more confusing. So there's a YouTube show called Drawfee, and they do drawing challenges a lot. And they did one of drawing Pokemon from memory. Well, they have this person named Julia who has never played Pokemon. This is her interpretation of the Pokemon Spheal.
Of what?
Spheal.
What?
Spheal.
How can you possibly...
Okay, so apparently...
Describe to me what did they tell her Spheal was?
They only gave her the name, and her apparent interpretation of that was a sketchy feel-up.
A sketchy what?
Feel-up.
I don't... Okay, that time I'm legitimately confused. I don't think that's a word.
Feel up.
Oh, feel up?
Yes.
I thought you said feela.
Yes. Feel up.
I don't... It's spherical... Spherical seal.
I know.
That's what it
I
is.
know.
A spherical seal.
It's amazing.
That's just horrible.
So I'm giving this guy the Crocker treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
And I love
I
love how that's already vocabulary that people know what that means.
The Crocker treatment. I can't wait to see how that turns out because it seems so innocuous. Like it's just a little happy ball with teeth.
Yeah.
And flippers and a tail.
I mean, even if you break the word "feel" down, nowhere within that word do you get that.
It's an amazing. I would recommend, like I said, after tonight, after tomorrow, whatever. Definitely recommend looking up that video. It's from Drawfee. It's drawing Pokemon from memory.
I know Jack used to like Drawfee. He used to watch it all the time.
It's good. Alright, if we're all ready, I'm gonna go make everything live and have people start coming in and we can start doing stuff.
Well, the audio's already live. I can hear us.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, send out the links and so people know where to go.
Okay, yeah.
And then, like I said, Ryan, if you want that was to know what I'm working, how it's looking, click on the link. I would probably mute it so you don't hear yourself twice.
Okay.
And then, yeah, let's get started.
Oh yeah, I kind of need to put the stream up on my other screen. Doink. Are we going to be using the Discord very much? Why does it only get that?
What?
Huh. Oh, I'm just talking to my computer. Don't mind me.
Oh, okay.
Looks like we got 5 people. Okay.
Cool. Oh. Okay. That's better.
All right. Well, 5 minutes passed. I guess let's get into this because I know this is gonna be horrifying.
All right.
I got a little fancier and put down my links to the bottom of the screen, which I like. Hopefully that'll show up here in a second. There we go. Alright, I think it should show up. Oh, Raven.
Ah.
What's going on, Rin? This is who we're going to be sculpting. His name is Feel. He's the best Pokemon.
Hey, let me know if you hear anything.
I hear ya.
I hear you. I don't hear any background noise.
Okay, awesome. Just want to make sure. Sometimes Discord likes to transmit other audio from my computer, and it's really obnoxious.
Okay, no, you're good.
Cool.
And this will be fun. Parker, because I know how, because I know you've always wanted to see this.
Yeah.
What? See a half-naked businessman?
He's not half naked. He's got, those are pants.
I see.
Those are clearly pants.
I see those regularly.
Are you sure?
Just because they're it's like it has the footies on, does not mean that, that's not skin.
Those aren't pants. Those aren't pants.
He's got a belt, doesn't he?
Yes.
Let me go back to the Discord.
The
Yeah,
belt,
he's got a belt.
The belt is the same color as his collar, which means it's part of his shirt.
But then you can't say that, that is not the same
But,
color as his skin.
He's wearing leggings.
No, it's darker. It has highlights that's similar, but that doesn't mean it's skin.
He has a very red rump.
My buddy's just
Naked.
figuring out how to use Discord today. For this chat. Oh my god.
It took me forever to figure out Discord.
Yeah, it's fairly new to me as well.
By the way, Cameron, I just realized that it doesn't say steaming chat, it says steaming chat.
I mean...
Considering he's sculpting a half-naked man, I'd say that's appropriate.
Oh yeah.
Alright, I gotta remember how I actually do this. I've not done this while talking before. This is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, what a trial run.
Yay, guinea pigs! And this eye model is something I used for a lot of things. It's just a good, realistic, generic kind of eye. So, and eyes are pretty much the same regardless. So, just nice to have. Alright, just not get everything too. It's got a really flat nose. I never noticed that.
Come on, Frank, get with the program. Hop in the streaming chat. Get steamy with us.
Oh, I actually didn't know other people be in, so I need to add more limits to that. I need to add,
Oh,
that's why.
I didn't even know there wasn't it. There was a
see
limit.
how it said, it used to say 3.
3 is 3, yeah. Huh.
Okay, anybody should, now we can get
Exclusive.
in then.
Okay.
Anybody who's listening, wants to be a part of this, just let me know, and we'll get you a link so you can kind of join if you want to be heard. I mean, some people probably shouldn't, but So Ryan, this is probably the first time in a long time we've actually talked to each other. How have you been?
Old. I don't know. I've been alright. I'm doing okay.
Just,
How about you?
How are you doing? Not too bad. Making 9.
How's the apartment?
Not an apartment, a house.
the house.
Yeah, it's great.
House. Yeah. Are you in town or are you
I'm
out and away?
I'm kind of in the middle. I'm the one town closer to Muncie where I was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you were in Marion before,
No,
right?
no. I was in between Marion and Muncie. It was a place called Matthews.
Ah, okay. It starts with an M.
Yeah.
Matthew, Marion, Muncie, what?
Yeah,
So then what town are you in now?
Gaston.
Gassmith?
Gaston.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, are there really 2 different cities in Indiana with the word gas?
Yeah, because Gas City, yeah.
Why can't I talk in live chat in YouTube? Oh, well, if I pop it out, I can. That's
Did you break
weird.
the YouTube rules?
No, I've never been on a live YouTube before. Okay, that's cool. Let's just... Come on. Weird.
How do you even pop out? Oh, there it is. It's literally
Yeah.
right there. Okay.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, if you want a Tati live Discord chat, we've got it. You want it.
Yeah, you guys kind of, I mean, you guys are more than welcome to kind of handle that if you want, because I'm just kind of.
You're just
Well,
doing
hey,
the things.
I'm making a nose.
I mean,
Why is
to
there
be
a...
honest, you should probably be keeping your Discord all private and stuff, because then when you make a Patreon, you can be like, hey, pay me more Dosh and you can join my Discord, you know?
Fair enough.
Oh, the
You gotta
brushes.
milk these fools for all the cash they got.
Yeah, as you're not wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I did like Patreon is so far out from what I was thinking of right now. Like,
Have you been like applying to any places?
there
Huh?
there are ideas that I'm thinking of, like, because things around here, I was thinking of um, like construction or like, because I've done like architectural pieces as well with like houses and
Yeah.
stuff. Because I did stuff for my own house as it was being made, and it helped out a lot getting an idea of it. But okay, let's get up.
Well, but what about any places outside of Indiana?
Yeah,
'Cause you're probably gonna have
yeah,
some.
I know. Like, that's the hard truth of it. I haven't really gotten that far yet.
I would just say, maybe get yourself Indeed on your phone or something like that,
Yeah, I
or
also,
just make an account on Indeed.
yeah, it wasn't Indeed, but it was another thing that I used to do a little bit.
Monster.
No, what was it called? It was like a freelance thing. I can't for the life of me remember what it was called. Upwork. That's it. Upwork.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Upwork is pretty great if you can confirm you're an American worker and actually be paid American wages, because you're competing with a lot of overseas people, like a lot of Eastern overseas people. So they'll work for $5 for 2,000 words, and you're over here like, bro, pay me $60 because that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And they're like, $5 is $60 over here. So it's, yeah, unless it's the purely American market, you're not gonna make shit on there.
At work, I get spam emails every day for this thing called the Article Factory.
Huh.
And they're like, hey, pay us $1 and we'll write up professional articles for your website. And I thought
Wow.
it was a scam. Turns out they're a legit company, but every review is like, you paid $1. What do you expect to get?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So I can't imagine what kind of things they write for people's websites. Like, it must be real bad.
This website
yeah.
sucks. They only paid $1 for this.
These guys are cheapskates. I have an actual question about what you're doing in the
What's up?
stream. Why is this brush randomly producing black holes?
Okay, so what I'm doing now is, you know how it started as a really blocky thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I have done is, it's called, let me see if I can pull it up here. Here it is, dynamic topology, which by that means as you're working on it, the closer you are to it, it will automatically create more geometry based on how I'm sculpting it. So if you're far away, it's going to do less detail. And so it comes out to be somewhat of that when you're actually like working around with it. You will get some irregularities that you can smooth out.
Huh. Cool.
And really right now, getting the shapes, the main ones I'm doing right now is this clay strips to make kind of forms and just smoothing it out. That's kind of how I started out, just kind of get basic shapes here. Let's try now. I was debating if I wanted to just start with a regular mouth and then open it later. I'm still not sure about that yet. Because like I can make.
Well, are you gonna be sculpting like him in a T-pose? Or
see, that's what I
sculpting
wasn't sure exactly. I was just kind of gonna go with the face and kind of go from there. I wasn't sure yet.
Okay.
I'm tempted to do T-pose because I'm mostly familiar with that. I'm more comfortable with that. That way I have more control over it once I know everything is good, like the geometry and textures and stuff.
So this is just a tool that makes a crease.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, this helps get stuff like wrinkles or kind of, I use it a lot for like getting, wrinkles are getting, I don't know, just kind of, even like I do it a lot with hands and such, kind of getting.
Huh.
You're learning so much tonight.
Yes. I'm learning so much more than just pictures can convey.
True.
So now you can pick up 3D modeling too.
Careful what you wish for.
Why?
Dicks. Dicks everywhere.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean,
this guy's got one. Just hanging out there
no, look,
for all the world to
if
see.
you say that's no pants, I don't see any right here.
Well, it's very small. Yeah, zoom in.
It's still winter where he is.
He's
and he just got done swimming.
In winter.
People do it.
Yeah.
They're crazy, but they do.
He looks the type.
It's in shadow. See, there you go. Have an out.
He's harnessed his baloney pony. Frank, I made a sculpted dick out of crumbled pieces of wood in our Ren and my 7 Days to Die server, which is basically high-res Minecraft. I then drilled a urethra down through it because I had no other way to get down other than to fall to my death. And then we took some pictures and set it on fire. The thing was like 300 blocks high. But only 3x3. We also piled dirt around it for balls so that grass could grow on it and make it hairy. We let it come to maturity before we burned it down.
You should have let it be your base so that
we built it inside of our base, and then it started glitching things at our base because our base was so over-engineered. Like, wildly over-engineered. Like, we built a bunker that put the actual military bunker to shame. What's wrong with this? Yes, the mole base. I have pictures of the mole base. Oh, these are all children. Like, bullshit. Yeah, that's a pretty accurate picture.
What are you doing?
I don't see it.
Oh, that's a good picture. I just need to crop it. Oh my god, just the names that I saved this bullshit under.
Yeah.
Like what?
Backwards hands, back alley blowjob, dick view, dick building, fuck off bigly.
Of course.
Beautiful.
Inappropriate shit to masturbate to.
Yeah.
Maybe masturbate here. Love Tunnel, Loud and Proud. Oh, Love Tunnel is a series. That was the entrance to it. That was the above ground entrance to our base.
Ah. So you decided to go with closed mouth?
Yeah, I'm gonna do a shake key afterwards. That way I have more control. And I have never done lips with an open mouth yet, and I just figured this is gonna be the easiest.
Ah. Just punch a giant hole in his face and then form the lips around that.
Yeah, but like I said, I'll have more control, and it won't be hard to do afterwards. He has such a small mouth. Wait till.
Very big lip.
Well, wait till I There's a delay on here. Wait till I zoom out. He's got such a small mouth.
He's very worried.
Yeah.
He's very alarmed. And a little bit cross-eyed.
Maybe a little. I can fix that up. Maybe I pull his mouth out just a tad.
Oh yeah, that time John fell through the floor.
Oh dear, what am I looking at?
Oh shit. Oh, there's my picture of the whole dick.
Oh yay.
It's literally called the whole dick.
Well.
Oh man.
You know how we hate to be half-assed over here.
I need your whole ass for my whole dick.
You might have me mistaken for somebody else.
And we got the crop.
The delay in the audio is pretty funny because I just heard very quietly in the background, it's literally called the whole dick. This delay is pretty good. I like it.
Alright, I think that's one mouth. This is gonna be so bad. This is gonna be so bad. I love it. I already have such low hopes for this.
Why are all of your screenshots so small?
I don't know. I really honestly don't know.
They are all so tiny.
What is this? A game for ants?
It looks like it.
I think I need to fuck around with some stuff in Steam to fix that, but too late now, obviously.
Yeah.
Who needs Steam when you have the cream, which is this guy?
Well, we are in the steaming chat.
Okay, fine. I'm changing that. Okay. It automatically uppercased it, but I'm okay with that.
Saint Reaming chat.
Yeah, and no, it's the streets of Reaming Street chat.
That's what it is.
Reaming Street holds the St. Reaming Cathedral on it, doesn't it?
Yep.
We must go deeper.
My dig can help with that.
Listen.
I use it to drill for oil.
Ryan, no.
Is that not what it's for?
No. No. Put it away.
You know, if you put a goatee and a mustache on this guy, he would kind of look like one of my old Taekwondo instructors.
Okay, my first question of many is the picture, the drawing, or what I have right now?
The drawing.
Because these are two.
got a little ways.
Yeah, I was about to say these are two very different things right now.
You got a little ways to go.
Oh yeah, Rome wasn't built in a day.
How do you know?
Because they said it a lot.
Who did?
Romans.
So you've met some Romans?
I've seen Romeo and Juliet. That's Rome, right?
No.
No, okay.
It is not.
Okay.
So how do you do ears and mustache?
Very, very difficultly. That's probably going to be the last thing I do on the face. It usually always is.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot better, but it's still always a challenge. Gosh, yeah, this guy has no nostrils, huh?
There was a wonderful cheat in Mudbox
Oh yeah?
because it automatically comes with a stamp in the shape of a human ear.
Oh,
So you just stamp that onto your sculpt, and boom, you got it.
that would be awesome. Okay, I think I'm gonna keep that right now. Here, you know what I'm gonna do? he's got such a tiny little thing, but I'm gonna do it. He's getting nostrils. Yeah.
Such a tiny little thing, but I'm gonna do it. Phrasing.
Not the first time I've heard that. There we go. He's got nostrils now.
Perfect.
Alright. Alright, let's work on the eyes. This is probably my second least experienced, or I don't know. Eyes are all stuff. The realistic, like, human eye and eye socket is also very tricky.
Well, I mean, he's just kind of like a square eye.
Yeah,
Not
but
super
getting
realistic.
the lids right and making them look good. I've only started to get good at that.
Yeah.
Square eye for the round guy.
That's very true. Sfeel. That's why it's good to have multiple angles up. So yeah, Parker, if you have any other questions, let me know, because I'm more than happy to answer them. Because I know, like I said, this is all new.
What's up with his tear duct?
Uh,
I'm guessing that's some kind of anchor point and not actually a tear duct.
It kind of, I mean, kind of. I mean, it's just kind of a quick kind of modeled version of it. I mean, it'll be filled in, like, I'll round it out. I mean, the whole eye, I'll model it around it so it fits in a little bit better. Okay, I think. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there we go. There we go. We're getting back on. Sorry about that, folks.
How dare you? How could you?
Listen. I'm trying my
I don't
best
have
here.
time for your lies.
Your best is never good enough.
I've heard that before too.
It's okay. We all hear it once in our life.
All right, so let's see. Is it going? Let's see how it is.
Whoa. Yeah, that is some lag. I just had to mute the stream channel again.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Now we're back on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. It gets a little weird sometimes. That's living where I am for you.
Sounds like you gotta move out somewhere.
Ryan.
Just saying.
I know.
California calls.
Anyway, also, I did see in the chat, we've got Black Arrow. I actually know this guy back. We used to work together. He used to work where I do now. And he does some streams, so it's good to see him.
Does Black Arrow work at, like, the Legion of Doom?
I don't think he does. I as of right now, I don't think he does work there.
Oh, with a name like that, you should apply.
I mean, do you have the forms? I mean, you're
Listen,
talking about it like
I'm
you do.
I'm a Justice Society of America kind of person.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're
But I'm just
recruiting for
saying,
the other
you know,
side?
I'm just saying, Green Arrow is getting pretty upset that he doesn't have any villains on his end, you know? Everyone else has got a villain.
I mean, he's just sad because he doesn't have his own movie yet.
That too.
Alright, so now it's just... Alright, I've gotten to the point where it's getting somewhat recognizable. Now I gotta start actually filling in this stuff. Making it look... Getting to... Because he's got this, like...
Not gonna block in the rest of him?
Well, I mean, yeah. That's gonna be a separate object. Let me, while I'm here, save. There we go. But yeah, I at least want to get most of his head, and then I won't like re-topologize before I get onto it yet. But yeah, I'm not sure what to do with this because like it looks like he has. I don't even know what to do with this line because it's like a cheekbone, but it doesn't act like a cheekbone visually. It looks like.
Maybe it's just a massive eye bag.
Yeah, that's another thing
Yeah.
I was thinking of too.
Although eye bags do kind of sit on the cheekbones.
Yeah. Let's see how that looks.
I mean, if you look at the way it's placed, compared to the other side of his head where the cheek is sticking out, it could also be a weird attempt at portraying the top of his cheekbone.
Yeah. Let's just give him exaggerated bags and kind of go from there, because...
I mean, it's appropriate for a business. Ugh. Creepy.
What, did you get a look at it again?
It just, like, wrinkled underneath. Oh, that is weird.
Just tend to ignore it until it all comes together. kind of like, you know, the old classes. Oh my god. It looks like he got stung by a bee.
It does.
I don't know how I feel about that. I
think you gotta puff out his cheeks a little bit more, too.
Yeah, I'll get to that.
He's a very puffy guy.
Yeah. Especially in the 3/4, you can kind of see that. It needs to be puffed out a little bit. Yeah. No.
You know what his eyes with that tiny mouth reminds me of?
What?
Those, I don't know what style to call it, but those kind of like archaic, ancient looking drawings of like the sun and moon, you know?
Oh gosh.
That you always see in like real hippy dippy households.
I can see that, and I wish I didn't.
I mean, you should probably just save this file, you know, so that you can, you know, go back and rework it into a nice little sun and moon thing.
It's going to be the new legendaries for the new Pokemon games.
Well, they already did that.
Shh. They can do it again.
Wish they wouldn't, though. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon was not that great.
Yeah, I never touched that one.
Better to save your money.
Yeah. Like, Sun was great. Like...
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, like, I can tell it was very authentic. I really liked the setting, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I just thought that, you know, I mean, like the past couple of Pokemon games, well, maybe not past couple, but they really could have used some more fleshing out of what's actually happening in the story, and I was really hoping that's what they were going to do with
well, I thought,
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
it was pretty much, from what I heard, it was a carbon copy, essentially.
Not really.
No.
Like, it's a carbon copy until you get to the very end where it just becomes infinitely worse.
Oh.
So, like, you know how in Sun and Moon, like no one here cares about spoilers, right?
Well, the game's been out for how long now?
Yeah. So, like, in Sun and Moon, you know, Lusamine is all like, I just want to hang out with my Ultra Beasts. That's all I really want. Well, in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, she's like, I'm going to save the entire world from Ultra Beasts. That's why I'm bringing them all here. And for some reason, I needed Team Skull to help me with that. I don't know why I needed them, but I did. And so she goes to try and save the world from Ultra Beasts, who weren't even a problem in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh, Lusamine failed to save the Ultra Beast, so you gotta do it now. And somehow you being the one to beat the Ultra Beasts, she's like, oh, I guess Lily is stronger than I thought. But Lily didn't do anything. Again.
Oh, dear.
Like, she did way more in the first one than she did in this one.
That's upsetting.
And there's like all these moments of like other humans from the Ultra world who are like hanging out in the regular universe, but they also don't really add much to the story. They're just kind of like, yeah, we're from the Ultra space, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's not good.
You battle them a couple of times, and they're like, what is this Pokeball you speak of? And it's kind of funny, but overall, they don't really add much. It's super disappointing.
Yeah. Nice.
Also, How is the champion?
Oh, the rival?
Yeah, he's the champion instead of the professor. Which I don't really mind, except for the fact that his champion battle theme
is a lot worse.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like Kukui's champion battle. That is like the best piece of music in Pokemon.
I
ever.
kind of agree. They added it in the Smash Brothers Ultimate, and it is a banger.
I actually think they didn't do it justice in Smash
Oh,
Ultimate.
really?
It's still good, but I think I prefer the original.
Fair enough.
Zinnia's theme in Smash Ultimate. What they did to Zinnia's theme, that's a banger. Those violins in there, so good.
That is such a banger. It needed some mash. There we go. This guy's looking close to the real thing.
ready to slap some hams.
Is that what this Pokemon does?
Honestly, at this point, this Pokemon can do anything and everything because there are no more rules.
Like,
Oh my god. I just realized that his hand in the foreground
yeah, I know.
is smaller.
Yeah, it's
I couldn't
yeah.
figure it out because it was silhouetted against his bicep or his shoulder.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Fuck.
It's a fun time.
Fuck.
Right over there.
Fuck. No, I'm not. That's got me fucked up, man. Move it away. Make it go away.
Here we go. Here we go. I'm just gonna zoom in there. There we go. That's gonna be the new reference.
Oh god, that stream lag.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
That makes it a little less. It looks like he's trying to high five, like his son is trying to high five him.
Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
Well, now that you say that, it looks to me like he's like keeping his hand away, like he's doing that thing where you go
Too
in
slow.
for a high five. He just pulls away like too slow.
Yeah. Like he's yanking his hand away and his son is reaching up on his tiptoes.
Yeah.
Love me, Daddy. Why don't you love me?
I don't even love
Because
myself.
you're not tall enough to give me a high five.
Have you seen me? Nobody loves me. Why should they love you?
Because we have cute asses.
You have your father's
You have
ass.
a terrible taste in ass.
Your mother married me for my ass.
That was all. And also because I was a businessman.
My ass and my money.
Yes.
I'm the hardest working prostitute you'll ever meet.
No, so in the actual thing, yeah, because I'm going to have to model cell phone and a Bluetooth. So in the video, they conclude that this guy owns a mall kiosk.
Huh, okay.
Like, it honestly fits.
Yeah, it does.
But yeah, I mean, I do not want to trample the fine work they are doing. Actually, kid you not, so they have their own streaming. Well, it's part of a larger thing called. You guys probably heard of it more. College Humor.
Yeah.
Actually, I didn't know College Humor was still around.
Neither did I.
Actually are, and Drawfee is part of that. It's a facet of it. They actually came out with a streaming service called Dropout, and not sponsored, blah blah blah. Not, but so they're doing other shows. They actually got one called Cartoon Hell, where the premise is they're in hell and they have to draw ideas for a cartoon each week, and it actually turns into like an animated like 5 minutes promo for it. It's kind of cute. But so anyway, part of being a Dropout member is you get to be in the Discord. I actually found the people that actually run the Drawfee show, and I was like, hey, do I have permission? I need to do this justice. And I showed them the Crocker, and they're like, oh god, go ahead. So I cannot wait to premiere what this is going to look like.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah. Just think if I can get Butch Hartman to like one of my drawings.
I think the creepiest thing about the Crocker that you
Yeah.
made was that how you turned his mouth into like a Glasgow smile.
Well, if you look in the picture, it goes all the way up.
I know, but like his lips, like.
Well,
why so serious?
I know.
I mean, would you have the lips go all the way up, or would you have them in some? I mean, it's
Well, both options are
They
terrible.
are.
I'm just telling you. I'm just
Yeah.
telling you why the one you chose is terrible.
Man, you're sounding like someone I used to date. Oh gosh, this guy. I feel better about myself looking at this guy. I didn't know.
I mean, the amount of scoliosis going on for
Oh
him.
my gosh, yes. Like he is like full.
The poor dude.
Like that's an easy 45 degrees. Like.
Well, not only that, you see that big old hump he's got going on?
Yeah, like he's.
Those are not hunched shoulders.
Yeah,
that is a
no.
literal
He's full Quasimodo in it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Now the question is, can he store water in that for later?
I mean, his son's got to drink somehow. What's his son's name?
What's his name? Oh, well.
Svilo.
You can't. The evolved form is his son.
You got her. She has no recourse.
Okay, fine, Celio.
I mean, he's already the pre-evolved form of the evolution chain.
I mean, we could just call his son Svi.
Svi.
Or I'm partial to
So is it just the first two letters, or is it spelled differently? Like, does he have like a Q in there somehow that just does not sound anything?
Well, it's spelled BL866Q4185XV3C. That last one is not even a real letter.
No.
And how dare you mispronounce it?
Oh, I did not mispronounce it. That's how it's spelled. And it really has a letter that does not exist.
I mean, to be
called
fair,
Sri at the
all letters are made up.
True.
Alright, I'm starting the ear.
Dude, I overheard the most interesting existential conversation about the transience of language when I was at my cousin's bar mitzvah and a bunch of the adults were ignoring the pirate.
Alright.
The what?
My aunt got a guy from one of her acting classes to come entertain because he by day he's a special ed teacher and she knows he has a like side business of entertaining for like kids' birthday parties and stuff. And then he showed up as a pirate and my whole extended family on her side was mortified. My uncle's side of the family was like, okay, this is weird, but whatever.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah.
I started chatting with the dude. Turns out he performed at Ren Fair way back in the day with my mother, who is the antichrist to these people. And yes, I use that to be ironic, given that it's my Jewish family. But my mother is the antichrist to them because she my dad divorced her and she's an evil German redhead. Yeah. It was an interesting weekend a couple weekends ago.
Sure,
but yeah,
sounds
people
like
got
it.
into a conversation about the transience of language.
Yeah.
Because they were talking about interpreting the Torah and how Hebrew doesn't have a direct translation to English all the time. Like it's gone through this or that language and then been translated and then been like retconned as a direct translation.
Yeah.
And then you also have to take into account what those words meant at the time rather than what they mean now, kind of like gay.
Yeah. I wish people would have intelligent conversations like that around me instead of the shit I normally hear. One of my coworkers was just like, time isn't actually real. And I just knew right then I was going to have an aneurysm. And I was right. Because they were like, time is just something that people made up, we shouldn't actually have to like show up at work at like this time or
Oh,
whatever,
no.
because it's all fake anyway.
Oh, no.
It's all fake. It's just a construct designed to hold people back. And I was like,
You know, man, when your telomeres grow like that of a lobster's, you can have all the time in the world until you die from not being able to molt.
yeah, I was just like, well, you know what? I'm just gonna stop aging then. How's that? I'm just gonna
Yeah,
I'm just gonna stop aging.
that
Time
is
isn't real.
that
In
is
fact,
exactly what I just said, just in the absolute most scientific, condescending way I could muster.
yeah, I'm just gonna regress. How's that?
Like,
You know,
yeah,
I'm a
Yeah,
baby.
I'm like,
Fuck
baby
off. I'm a
sounds
baby.
great right
exactly,
now. How about we just go back to that?
exactly.
God.
The plant manager where I work, great dude, fun guy, actually has some bare semblance of not being a misogynist asshole, unlike the older white men who work there.
You
Um,
work for a mushroom?
Ha!
I'm
what?
surprised you didn't do it, Cameron.
You said fun guy.
Oh, okay. I was running through all of what I
Yeah,
said.
no,
Yes.
yeah.
Anywho,
Well, um, great dude and everything. Get along with him really well. Um, he is a moon landing denier, but in a very specific way. Because, we never could have put people on the moon. Robots and stuff, sure, but like actually landing any animal or anything like that, like you just can't account for the mass and the such and such, and I'm like, okay, he's still on board with the scientific advances we got about out of it. I can deal with this. I can deal with this. He's just a coworker, it's fine.
no.
And then someone got him started on the pyramids.
Oh no.
Oh. Oh
And
no.
the pyramids are from either an ancient or ancient
Of
aliens.
course.
Either an ancient civilization or an alien civilization or both. But they tapped into the Earth's magnetic field and powered some sort of communication and power device and are the key to green energy now.
Jeez.
I just oh
See,
ah it hurts.
I mean, the whole thing where he's like, you can't account for the mass. Do you know how many things exist in this world where we have to account for mass and changes in um, gravity and air composition and things like that? We do it all the time.
Exactly.
It happens every time a plane lifts off.
Exactly.
God.
Like, bitch, I'm sorry you feel insecure about not being as smart as a handful of black women who ran all the calculations that got us to the moon, but
Yeah.
like what baffles me, I just want to show him the movie Hidden Figures, but what baffles me more is that like all these dudes have degrees in metallurgy and regularly perform the scientific method on shit, and they're still
Wait,
like
where do you
like
work?
oh, huh?
Where do you work?
I work at a steel company making steel tubing.
Okay. Still, these people should know better.
You would fucking think, but
I
no.
I mean, we live in a world where people are bringing back the measles.
Yeah.
So,
Very true.
I think a lot of the ladies at my last office were like that, and you know what? I'll take the misogynist men who don't because over them because you know what? Not believing in the moon landing doesn't physically hurt me. Not believing in vaccines is very dangerous.
It's very true.
I mean, there's a whole town in California right now where they're basically like holding. I mean, they can't enforce it, but they're like trying to hold people's children hostage in their own houses, saying like you're not allowed in a public space if you're not vaccinated unless you're going to be vaccinated.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
they can't exactly enforce it because there's no way to know, but Yeah.
Apparently now they have it. I think it's in Germany where it's like if your kid is unvaccinated, you cannot go to he cannot go to a private school.
Actually, I think that was Spain. Let me read that.
Well, more power to Europe as America continues to die.
Yeah, but they also have Brexit going on, so.
Germany doesn't, or Spain doesn't.
Well, no.
That's England, and England can just go jump off a cliff.
Oh, Brexit. I remember reading Scotland was saying they were going to break off from England and go join Irish Republic so they didn't have to be part of Brexit.
Wait, who's gonna join Ireland?
Scotland.
Hmm.
They don't want to be part of Brexit.
I don't know how well that's gonna work. Especially since they would be joining Northern Ireland, not Ireland.
That just sounds like an old sitcom.
One Korea is best Korea. One Ireland is best Ireland.
The last time they were one Ireland, they had like a, 10-year-long war? 12
Probably.
years?
Ren, I'm getting a horrible echo from you, all of us.
Yeah.
I don't know why. That's actually, let me check. See if
Pop out and back in.
That's what I did.
And it fixed it. Cameron, are you piercing his ear?
No, that's where he hears from.
I mean, but if you're just gonna put a Bluetooth thing in there, you probably don't need to sculpt that.
Yeah, well, now you remind me. Fucking hell.
Oh my god, he's the dude. There's a guy I work with. My boss's boss's level of
boss.
not direct boss.
Is his boss's boss.
I don't know.
Who's roommates with his boss's boss.
Ryan.
Some high up asshole who doesn't have the time of day for me. But this dude legit walks around with his Bluetooth in at all times, and if he doesn't want to talk to you, he will pretend he just got a call. And like everyone knows he does it, but no one calls him on it ever.
Beautiful.
So like the fact that you're sculpting the Bluetooth into this Sveel's ear now makes me think of that dude as Sveel.
Well, it's gonna be a separate piece, just so I can keep it kind of separate.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is going to be an integral part. But
you can even do an animation of him reaching up and taking it out so that we can all see that it's not actually a growth.
Well, I don't
Contrary
know.
to popular belief, businessmen can be separated from their phones.
I don't know. Maybe because it's a Pokemon. Maybe it's like Machoke, where it's just a part of his body.
Oh, the fucking belt.
That reminds me, one of the people who was on the service desk at work.
Echo.
One time when we had a fire alarm or like a fire drill, everyone went outside. He went outside with his headset still on.
Was he still on his call?
No.
That would have been funny.
He got fired.
That would have been some customer service right there.
Yeah, he got fired last week.
Oh, that's a shame.
Aww.
Well, when you're making jokes about active shooter situations,
what?
We do that all the time.
When you're working at the service desk.
If you're doing it to customers, that's kind of bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
doing it in front of customers.
I feel like that's probably not something you should be doing at work anyway. You know?
Yeah, it sounds like someone a bit higher up heard the jokes and basically no choice but to release him.
Yeah, I mean, that would make me really uncomfortable to be around someone doing that.
Yeah. He annoyed me, so I don't view it as too much of a loss.
I'm sorry.
I was gonna say background picture on my work desk, my work laptop is my motorcycle, and he would constantly go like, "Hey, if you need a babysitter for your motorcycle, blah." No, fuck off.
All right, I think this head is pretty good. Let me get your guys' opinions on it.
I'm telling you, that would make a really good sun and moon type thingy.
Like an old no, this belongs on the head of a Renaissance painting baby.
There you, there you go. He looks just like a little cherub.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. I don't know, at the angle that the drawing is in, turn the head in sort of that
Yeah, I
angle.
got it here. Give it a second.
Okay.
Well, hold on. No,
Okay.
I'm not in it yet. There's such a delay on
I
it.
feel like his
Okay.
forehead needs to be more forward.
He needs a 5 head.
Yeah, make him look more like an egg.
Yeah, I can do that.
The chin and the top of his head, just blow it up. Make him an egg. The eggiest man you've ever seen.
How do you like your eggs? Fried or fertilized? Fried or fertilized? Oh God, turquoise Jeep.
That'd be difficult to find someone who has an eggier looking head than someone at work. He's like a 6 or 7 head.
That poor guy. But, you know, if they ever make a live-action Code Lyoko film, he'll be first on their list.
We see the creature taking form. I feel like with the echo, I feel like we're in the Alien movie.
We're what now? I'm
in
sorry.
the Alien movie.
Oh God.
It's just something starting to pop out of his face. Did anyone see Alien Covenant?
Nope.
Yes.
Was it good?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to give it a shot sometime. Because I remember seeing, like, pictures of what the monster looked like, and I thought it looked pretty interesting. And that's what matters the most to me in an Alien movie.
Yeah. Oh.
Cameron, I feel like you could take the back of his head and put it on his forehead and achieve the right proportion.
There you go.
Oh dear.
Like we're talking flattened out egg shape.
Yeah, let me work on that.
Whoa, third lump.
Yeah, I realized a mistake. I did an oopsie. I lost geometry in the eye sockets. I wanted to get those back. Because I was trying to add more to the top of the head, and in process it deleted some because I was too close.
Oh.
Yeah, it's finicky sometimes. You just gotta be careful. All right, let's.
are you gonna do his hair?
Probably just how I've always done hair, particle effect.
Even the little streams?
Oh, I can do that. That's just fewer particle effects.
I think I don't know. Geometric hair could be pretty good here.
Yeah, but I'm trying to do this all realistic, so like realistic skin and stuff, and it would look weird if I had modeled hair.
Do the hair out of spaghetti.
Who's tapping?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
What? I don't know what's happening anymore.
Oh my god, it looks like a cone head.
Penis waffle.
There we go. Head's looking a lot better now.
Is it?
I think so.
I mean, yes, and
it's looking a lot more like him.
I just meant like, yes, it looks like the character, but does it look good?
Oh, well. Maybe. Okay, maybe not.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is, oh my gosh, this is terrifying.
It's gonna be even better once you add his, mismatched hands.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have to make it that, like, when I pose it, one's gonna have to be smaller. I think I'm done with the head. I think I can hold off on it for now.
For now.
Yeah, I'd probably need to start with the body.
It needs more the creepy old man look to it.
I mean, I think once we add the stubble and, you know, the hair around to make the bald pattern, he'll have that creepy old man.
Okay, so I'm going to pose him where I'm going to do a T-pose, but he's still going to have that arched, he's still going to be arched. So that's going to be fun.
You know, that's actually how they sometimes do, like, ape characters and things like that. Because you know they're not going to be standing on their hind legs too much, so it doesn't make sense to do a T-pose where they're standing straight up and down. When you have the wireframe turned on, it kind of gives him like the smug anime cat face.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, oops, wrong thing. Oh, it automatically turns it into a cat emoji. I hate it when things do that.
How could you hate anything cat related?
If I want the emoji, I'd click on the emoji alphabet. Not alphabet. Keyboard.
You just don't realize you want emoji.
I know I don't want the emoji.
Sure you do.
I specifically requested no emojis. Send it back, have the chef bring me another. And this time, leave it in Unicode.
No, it is cat. The answer is always cat.
Only platform I've seen do this. That is weird.
Speaking of cat, my cat has come over and flopped next to me.
Oh, Benny.
I wish my animals loved me.
You just need to feed them more.
I do! I'm the one that gives them their medicine, which comes with a treat. I'm the one that gives them random treats. I feed them. I'm the only one who plays with them. And I am their least favorite person.
They're doing it wrong.
I don't know how.
Okay, I'm looking at this right now. This is like,
That is terrifying.
that is an Egyptian, this is an Egyptian, pottery sculpture.
That
This is
something out of the Pigman creepypasta that I am
It
writing
looks
right
like
now.
you should be able to pop its head off and put the embalmed heart of your mummy in it.
It's a cookie jar.
This looks like a moderator for Backslash B.
It's a weight loss cookie jar. You will never want a cookie after putting your cookies in this thing.
But do you reach in from its butt or its face?
See, you have to find that out, and that's why nobody goes for it.
You have to tickle its chin until it opens its mouth.
Open up, little businessman. Give me your cookies.
I've got more raisin.
Giggle, giggle, giggle.
You're after me, Lucky Charms.
Wait.
No, if you're after Lucky Charms, you'd spread the legs to get the cookies.
So you do reach in through his butt. But once you grab anything, because his torso is so much bigger than his butt, your hand is trapped inside his torso. And then until you decide to let go and not eat, you have to look at that face on the end of your hand forever.
It's a design flaw.
This is like some mummy kind of shit. Like in the first Brendan Fraser mummy movie where the dude sticks his arm into the hole with the bracelet on to unlock the place and the hole rips his entire arm off.
Wait, was that in the first one?
I think
that
that was
was
the
in
first
Scorpion
one.
I don't think that was in the first one.
I thought that was the room where Anaxunamun falls into the scarab beetle. Like the priest goes in there and sticks his arm in and he goes, "Oh my god," and she and backs up and falls into the flesh-eating.
I'm thinking of the part where the old guy in the red robes has the Scorpion King's bracelet on and he sticks it in the hole and then he takes it back out and it's like dissolved.
Yeah, or like he's just got bone.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't know. It's been long enough since I've seen the movie. I'll concede whatever, but yeah. Like this, it seems like the cookie jar where you stick your hand up his ass and you come back with just horror. We got really dark, guys.
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, looking at this thing, oh my gosh, no. This is if Thomas the Tank was an airplane.
Oh my god.
Isn't that just, what was that? JJ and the jet
plane. Oh my gosh, yeah. I've made it all JJ.
That's what he looks like, all grown up.
Holy
time has not been well to the boy.
He was never well. He never looked good.
You know what, Cameron?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to model one hand on one side and then just hit symmetry like you have been?
What I'm going to do is I'm going to model a hand, and then when I pose it, I will shrink one.
Gotcha.
Yep. So I'm gonna model the whole thing in symmetry and then deal with sizing and final stuff later.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So we don't have to look at his god awful hands until the very end.
Yeah.
I'm not so fucked up about it anymore, though. Oh, his ass is pointy.
I mean, we'll add
it's
more.
A defense mechanism.
Like.
Exactly, Ryan.
The one lesson that I remember from my digital design professor in high school is remember, children, the butt is an exit, not an entrance. That's the one thing I remember that she taught us.
Jesus. Why?
She was one of those teachers that just sort of sat in the back and just talked the whole time.
Oh,
Not
God.
about anything relevant. She just kept talking.
That's pretty great. Ugh. God, he looks like some kind of fucked up bird.
Tweet,
Like,
tweet.
seriously. Deeply fucked up.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's an eldritch horror.
It's Sveal.
It's Sveal.
Sveal.
Da, 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 da.
Landing
gear deploy.
So are you gonna render this and then put it into like an icy tundra background to replicate Sveal's natural habitat?
Yeah,
Oh God.
I don't know yet. I haven't gotten that far in rendering yet. I was just like,
did you guys ever see The Terror?
No.
Or read The Terror?
No.
No.
It's like a alternative history book about what happened to the HMS Terror in the expedition to the Arctic. And instead of the polar bear monster hunting everyone, it's this guy. Imagine all these 1800s British guys just trapped on the ice, and they just keep getting picked off one by one by some asshole with a Bluetooth.
Yeah, this is fun because I'm doing both just regular modeling and sculpting. I'm getting both my practices in today.
There you go.
There we go. He needs more bulbous. One of the things I did not think I will say when 3D modeling, damn it, his ass isn't big enough.
That's the beauty of art. It puts you in these situations you never thought you'd ever be in.
Truer words have never been spoken, Ryan.
Truer words have never been spake.
Sounds about right.
Okay, he needs a bigger hump. And I'm not talking about his butt this time.
What?
In the butt?
Jinx.
With that little bit of an increase, he's now Hunchback Creepy Town.
This guy is dummy thick.
Keeps alerting the guards. Do you remember that file I sent to you, Parker?
Which one?
Dummy thick, and he keeps alerting the guards.
My ass claps keep alerting the guards because I'm dummy thick.
Yeah, you.
I think you gotta
has
just
his-
make a
he has
gif
his
of
AirPods
Steele
in.
working.
It's a good thing the guards can't hear me because they've got ear pods in.
Wave check. He's beautiful. He's beautiful.
I think his butt needs to have more on top.
Yeah, I can move it up.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Pop that bubble.
Bubble butt.
That is just obscene.
Bubble buddy.
Boo boo keys.
Needs bigger butt.
Here's another creepy thing incoming to your Discord.
It's like I always wanted. We can't listen to music while streaming.
Well, maybe you
Well,
can't.
yeah,
Wow. So someone got their Hulu account hacked. Oh, they went and
no.
changed the password and physical device from it. Then they got an email that was, "Hey dude, I was using the Hulu account that I'd hacked. I don't like the fact that you changed the password on me. My child was watching a cartoon and then boom, it cut off on her, man. That made her cry, and I don't like it when she cries, bro. I've been on your account since last year."
Wow.
Awesome. Well, at least the guy was being honest.
yeah. Finally, some good stuff on the stream. You're very welcome.
Some honesty.
That was on the Choosy Beggars subreddit. It's such a great subreddit.
Okay. I've been holding off on the hands.
Holding on to what?
I said I've been holding off working on the arms and hands. I really didn't want to.
That's what everyone hates to do.
It's just frustrating.
I don't know, you could do hands like Rob Light.
Yeah. Just hide them.
Hide them in the butt. From the butt.
That would be
There
an
you go.
interesting.
I mean, he's got
Yeah,
long enough
the arms
to
can
fit.
reach. That's not the issue. I mean, he could. To be fair, though, like if they were both the size of the smaller one, they would probably fit. I don't know, since one is a little bit extra.
I think the arms on the model are gonna end up needing to be like twice as long as they are.
Yeah, I mean, I was extending them out already. And I can.
Well, the arms on the actual drawing are like they'd reach from his ass cheek to his ear. Comfortably.
All right. Hell.
Like even with the curve in them, they're that long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Like he's got some gorilla proportions.
Let's
Did the program just give
I
it
would say
4 joints?
orangutan.
give it what?
Did the program just give it 4 joints? Or is it just kind of 4 boxes now?
I added in edge loops. So I manually edit those.
Oh, okay.
How about that?
Jesus, Frank. That fancy ass spelling. That's fancy ass font.
How do you do stuff like that? I always wanted to.
Well, number one, you've got to be a wizard.
I just clicked on his profile picture. It's fucking Ben Franklin with a skunk tied to a board as a weapon.
That's a badger.
Badger.
That's a badger?
Yeah, it was from Futurama.
I could tell it was from one of Matt Groening's creations. I wasn't sure which.
His arms are so wide.
He can take off with those arms.
He's got the muscles.
But does he have the power?
Well, yeah, his propellers are his ass cheeks. Like, that's how he propels himself.
They can actually rotate independently of each other.
That's some.
He's got Tails logic.
I don't know. Wouldn't that just be a ramjet engine?
That is some exemplary twerking if he can do each independently.
Well, no, in this instance, it's torquing.
Torquing. To impress a chick, do the helicopter ass. I mean, what?
Well, with it being 2, wouldn't it be the Chinook ass?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not a pilot.
I don't know my planes. I'm sorry.
Chinook, the transport helicopter that has the 2 propellers on it.
I thought that was called an Osprey.
When did we allow smart people on this?
No, the Osprey is the tilt rotor airplane that everyone hates.
Why does everyone hate it? I thought it was cool.
Early in its deployment, like many things military related, it was deployed much should have been, and so it had trouble doing a lot of things, including flying and landing.
That makes it my favorite airplane. It always keeps you on your toes.
Yeah, because
Never a dull moment.
The initial ones primarily didn't necessarily fly well or helicopter well. It did nothing well.
Oh my god!
Uh-oh. What's happening?
I think I made his arms a little too thick.
Beefy! Oh my god.
His arms are a pair of butt plugs.
I was gonna say that! I was gonna say that!
He's a double-ended butt plug.
There you go.
He can please
Screenshot that.
Oh gosh.
Cameron, screenshot that so we forever have the double-ended butt plug immortalized.
Fine.
He's the ultimate lesbian ally.
You may not like it.
Hey
but
now.
This is...
Hey now, everyone has asshole. He can be anyone's ally.
Well, that is
Even ally's ally. He is what the A stands for in LGBTQIA+.
You may not like it, but this is what true peak performance looks like.
Frank says he's an absolute unit.
Absolute unit.
He's the unicorn everyone wants.
Alright, let's make this a little smaller.
Jesus Christ. When he twerks, the claps from his ass can be heard for 5 miles.
That's his Pokemon. That's his Pokedex entry. Spheal, the Torquing
Spheal
Pokemon.
used ass clap. It's super
The
effective.
Torquing Pokemon.
His ass claps are the sound effect they have in the Pokedex. There is call.
What is this clicking sound?
That was me clapping that got echoed.
Oh.
No, that was me slapping my cheeks with my mouth open.
What type of cheeks?
Which cheeks?
Exactly.
It's better if you don't.
Thank you, Ryan. Alright, I'm really gonna have to start working on the hands, huh?
I think it's time.
Well, hold on. Let me at least give him a neck.
Does he have one?
I mean...
Kind of.
I mean, it's implied.
He doesn't need a neck.
He's less a neck and more a collar. That is creepy.
Yeah, now you see what I'm talking about. Oh. You still good? There we go. Okay. Alright, he's got a call. He's got I don't even know what you call those. What's the? I'm gonna be stupid and call them colors for hands.
Colors for hand?
Like the cuffs or. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are the hands going to be a separate object?
Probably, honestly, probably not, because whenever I rig clothes, it's always just way too like, I always have clipping issues, and for me, it's probably easier if I just did them all as one.
Gotcha.
It might not be exactly what you fancy animators do, but
it just makes edge loops easier because you don't have to worry about you know, having tons of edge loops for the fingers have to flow into only 4 in the arm.
Yeah. I mean, if they're only hands, I guess that isn't that bad.
Yeah. If your character doesn't change clothes, you usually just like model the clothing as its torso, and then everything else just sort of sticks into it. You just shove his face into his shirt, just stick the shoes at the bottom of the pants, and just leave them there.
Yeah, that's probably what I'm out. It'll be head, body, and then hands. Because like everything else, I don't have to worry about. Like the feet are pretty easy to do. I don't really have to worry about that. The neck and the tie will be separate, and the phone and Bluetooth. But besides that, yeah, the hands will be separate. I guess that makes sense.
You should make each ass cheek separate.
No, because they are. I mean, look. I mean, this body needs to be supported some way. Like, he's gonna tip over if not for his magnificent ass cheeks.
They're a counterweight.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ass cheeks of lead.
He can use his butt plugs to support himself.
I mean, are you talking about financially?
That much needed surgery.
Honestly, this guy could probably be on that show Botched.
Oh my gosh. I only know of that show thanks to my brother. So I know exactly what you're talking about.
My mom likes it.
I have never heard of it.
It's people fixing bad plastic surgeries.
Oh, oh boy.
Yeah.
Or telling people that having plastic surgery will make them worse.
You know, a family show.
Nothing on TLC is for families. Is that on TLC?
It was either that or like
AMC.
VH1 or something
Or
like
A.
that.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Maybe it's a Mutual of Omaha.
I've only seen it once, so I am not the expert in the botched TV universe.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Plastic Surgery.
Colors, okay.
Oh my.
What's going on here?
I'm just taking a look at what I have done tonight.
One day, son, all of this will be yours. What, the curtains? No, not the curtains.
Everything my ass touch will be yours.
Oh God.
What you don't know is that this is the next boss of Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
This is a DLC boss for that Sekiro Shadows Die Twice game.
Yes. Okay, hand time. Alright, it has been quite a while since I modeled a hand. How many fingers? Of course he gave them all 4. Ryan, how do you deal with hands?
With hands?
Yes.
Usually YouTube tutorial.
Yeah, that's what I would. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I just extrude, keep faces separate. The thumb. I hope that my character doesn't have a thumb. That's how I do hands.
Well, see, it'd be good like if this guy had 3 fingers, like cartoons normally do.
Yeah.
He's got short fingers. Looking at him. because he doesn't really bend his fingers. It's just outstretched.
Yeah. Oh, he's got little baby hands.
He kind of does.
Oh God. The foreground baby hand. I guess the other hand must be the one that he uses for masturbation.
Yeah. Unless he also just likes that too. I mean, more power to him, I guess.
I mean, he could be like Deadpool.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking.
There you go.
He might use a small one to make it feel big.
Exactly.
But he might use the large one either because he
Maybe
has
he's
or
related
because
to that one guy from Scary Movie.
Oh yes. Hold on to my strong hand.
He's just his secret power is that he's an arm wrestler.
I mean, basically that would be fine because how his arm's set up, he basically has the ability to wrap his arm around the other guy's arm and then just win.
He's really good at giving hugs. Now he's got Mickey Mouse gloves.
Don't judge me. this actually, I am starting a week vacation after this, starting essentially today.
Oh,
But,
yeah?
well, yeah, because my friend is a teacher and he starts his spring break.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to be hanging out with him.
Just hanging around town, or you guys going somewhere?
We're probably just gonna hang out, just kind of play it by ear.
Nice.
Just wing it.
Pretty much.
Wing it like an airplane with giant butt plugs.
Indeed.
And and hot gas propulsion.
Sfeel. 10% business, 90% hot gas.
It's that new methane propulsion.
Ooh, what?
I don't understand.
I'm hearing words, but I don't know what they mean.
That might be. That's probably off my.
There we go. There's our boy.
Big butt plug boy.
He's getting there.
Who's playing with a sword?
Who isn't playing with a sword? Let's be real.
Fair
asking
enough.
real questions.
To turn a strong bad quote, no two people are not playing with swords.
Maybe because it's such an organic shape, I might sculpt out, like use this as a base and then sculpt out the hand a little more. I don't know.
Yeah, that's probably good.
Yeah, especially because if I'm doing like realistic, I don't know if I want to use just like such a basic hand. Like like, do I give him fingernails? Like this is things we must think about.
Yeah.
It's probably what I'm gonna have to do.
It all depends on, like, just how realistic you're really trying to do.
Well, I mean, like I said, if I'm going Crocker levels.
Plus, the way his hands are angled, though,
Mm-hmm.
you probably wouldn't need fingernails.
Well, yeah, but like even like the creases of the hands, like I feel like it would be better if all of those were visible. Like, just have fun with it. Alright, let's do... I'm going to do a cell phone and then leave it there for tonight. I can work on that.
He's got a beeper.
Well, I imagine this like a Nokia or something.
Like a what?
Like a cell phone, like an old...
No, yeah, I know.
It's an old Nokia.
Exactly.
It's a razor.
Oh, that's too fat to be a razor.
Remember when those were the big thing?
Remember when everyone wanted a small phone? Phones keep getting smaller and smaller. That turned around when
I think tiny phones was sort of the point of the. They reached their peak with the earpiece thing.
I'd say they reached their peak once people started to learn they could watch porn on a cell phone.
I was going more for the size thing, like peak tiny phone is probably the earpiece.
Okay, I'm gonna need a reference.
But whatever.
Purple Chest is not out of logic. Actually, or no logic. Can you tell what camera lock? Or that they have. You shouldn't have. Yep.
Oh, you even have a little reference of a Nokia.
And just something to help out.
I imagine him more of being a jitterbug kind of guy.
Yeah, in this day and age.
My gosh,
He's still got a pager.
Well, exactly.
One of my friends was really pissed when I had to give up a hoopty phone and finally switched over to a smartphone.
Wait, he was really pissed off at what?
Having to switch to a smart.
Oh yeah? Why?
Why was he pissed, or why did he have to switch?
Why was he pissed?
Because he liked having he liked having his hoopty phone.
Nah.
I
You
was
like
pissed
having a
about
giant
having to
brick?
switch from a slide phone, like the slide out keyboard. I hate touchscreen keyboards.
What you need is What we need is a screen that like when a keyboard comes up, it basically turns into little buttons.
That'd be amazing.
It's like a gel that hardens.
Yeah, we just need the T1000 with the
There
liquid
you go.
metal, but as a phone.
Yeah.
Your phone's a T1000.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Just pray you don't get a virus.
What is my
What
purpose? To answer robocalls. Oh God.
It is the robocall.
Bum, bum, bum.
What other shapes can it take?
It can take the shape of a double bug.
Something that was funny is I was getting those calls for the car extended warranty.
Yeah.
I found a way to finally get them to stop calling.
Really?
I answered the phone, got them, got the person. They asked what kind of car did I have. I said I had a 1929 Ford Model T. I did the first time. Second time, I forgot which car it was, but it was one done by GM in like 32. They haven't called me since. My coworker did a 2017 Honda.
See, I would just be too worried that if you answer them, they're just gonna think, oh, this guy is gonna pick up, and then they just keep calling you.
See, that's what they actually do. I hear the best thing to do is not answer or not talk at least.
Not as much anymore. Because the ones that are doing that, they're more often not running spoof numbers, and so even if you don't answer, unless it goes to a basically a disconnected number fast busy, they'll. Though it sounds like the phone companies are actually starting.
I doubt that.
The last couple years, the first time in my life that I've gotten spam calls, and they're all trying to spoof numbers similar to mine. It's really stupid.
Yeah, like, do you not think that I'm gonna recognize that I'm getting a call from, like, the first 3 digits of my number constantly?
Yeah.
But everything else is different?
Yeah. No, it's the phone companies are actually working. I think it's partially because FCC has started pressure on them.
Is the FCC actually doing something? I kind of know.
Well, they're currently getting robocalled by, I think it was John Oliver.
I was not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, I remember seeing that episode.
And it's basically like that will stop once they figure out how to get robocalls.
Because it's every 90 seconds, I believe. No, 90 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. The FCC sort of strikes me as the kind of people who are willing to put up with whatever bullshit they can as long as it gets them money. Actually, the government strikes me as the kind of people who be that. Just government in general.
Oh yeah, he just did this. It took our tech guy literally 15 minutes to work out how to do it.
Do what?
I'll post it in the Discord.
The video.
How to do robocalls.
Yeah. Talking about the John Oliver thing.
I know there was someone who they got one of the fake let's see, or one of the
It has bagpipe music in them.
There's someone who got one of the fake IRS calls.
Yeah.
And he set up an auto dialer to constantly call them so often that they could not actually.
Nice.
Because one of those things of they couldn't do anything. And it was running through so many numbers they couldn't aim the numbers.
Wow.
Yeah, it was one of those things like it was dialing enough that it was sometimes coming up as a, that's how
as a what?
Like his auto dialer was dialing so much every second that sometimes it was coming up as a busy because
I'm sorry, it keeps cutting out.
Yeah.
A busy signal, right? Is that?
Yeah, basically,
okay.
it was his auto dialer was calling so much that it was actually like, filling up all lines, so that sometimes it was coming up as a busy signal.
I gotcha.
Australian man patents ham dog, a hot dog named Burbo.
What?
I saw that. That's kind of old news,
excellent.
I think. That's been talked about before, I'm sure.
Nikolai just posted it in the group titled,
yeah, well,
"This is the centerpiece of Flavor Town. I shove this up my ass." It is one of the best groups I'm in right now on Facebook. Oh my god.
Dress however you want, but the moment you put that phone into a belt clip, you are automatically set.
Truth.
he can't help it. There we go. That doesn't look too bad, right?
It's not thick enough.
That's pretty thick.
Could it stop a bullet?
I mean, do we have proof that his does?
Well, we're modeling it after Nokia. There has been proof that Nokia can stop a bullet.
I mean, looking at it from that angle, that's pretty. I think it can.
Will it properly be able to measure up to a...
To a what?
Will it be able to measure up properly to his... Since his ass is the measurement of thick.
If his phone was the same thickness as his neck, that would ruin the whole counterbalance. He would just be like permanently stuck to the ground.
No, he just needs a pager on the other side to balance it out.
No, you see, it drags down the center of gravity. You know, it's just pinning him to the floor.
What are you talking about? It is its own form of gravity. It doesn't get pinned to the floor gets pinned to it.
The fuck?
Putting a lot of detail on that phone.
It's just for fun. Why the heck not?
Oh.
Okay. I think I'm done with this phone.